Day 6, identifying past traumas.
This is DIVO Diaries, where we prepare for our destined greatness by transforming our current lives inside and out. Today, we are going to be doing Whitney Yulin's How to Be Famous podcast 10-day Home for the Holidays challenge. Don't forget to join us by hitting that subscribe button so you don't miss a video.
Today, we are going to uncover the lessons that you learned when you received negative or unwanted consequences while in the spotlight. When were some times that I learned that it is not safe to receive attention? What lessons did it teach me? When this happened, did I go into fight, flight, fawn, or freeze? What did it feel like in my body? What parts of myself am I afraid of having magnified? Okay, let's share with the class. Identifying past traumas. This one was really tough because I feel like sometimes we forget about things that happen, or certain things we think are okay in the moment and we look back and be like, that was really messed up. Whenever I do something like this where it's like shadow work or past traumas, like shadow work especially, it really takes me a couple days to continue thinking about it, and sometimes just not having any idea what to write down for 30 minutes and then finally getting something like later on, because you really have to dig back deep into the archives of your life, what happened in your childhood, certain moments, certain people that you don't even talk to anymore. It could be just one offhand moment that you honestly don't remember, and then you remember it and be like, oh, that's why I think this way. So I'm not going to share all of these because they are very personal to me, but I will share a couple. So times that I learned that it is not safe to receive attention. What lessons did it teach me? Just one in general is like whenever I have been wrong in class or in public or embarrassed or being called or made to look a certain way that I perceived as negative, I always took it personally, and then I always think that it defines me, and that's a common problem with my failures. You know, it doesn't define me. I'm so much more than that. I'm worth more than that. I am a human. I am a person outside of that experience or thing. And so the lesson from that is to not speak up for myself, not to advocate for myself, to censor myself sometimes when I'm thinking, like when I have a thought that I just want to shout to the rooftops, but I don't want to say it because then I might be embarrassed or wrong, and I'll take it personally and it will define me. When this happened, did I go into fight, flight, fawn, or freeze? What did it feel like in my body? Definitely fight, because whenever whether they meant it as a joke, genuinely helping or correcting, because some people don't intentionally mean to do that or make me feel that way, or maybe they do and they are throwing shade and they mean it as an insult. I take it personally and get defensive, and that's when I want to fight. Flight, it's just like avoiding certain topics, like when certain topics are being said and I know I can't relate or I'm not excelling in that, then I'm just like not saying anything and hoping that nobody turns in my direction. Let's move on, or I will get up to make another plate, or I'll just like wait for, or I'll like try and bring something else to the topic so we can move on. And finally, freeze. Obviously, there's also moments where I just want to disappear, not react, go home, and I just like shivers, sick to my stomach, and it's just like, okay, let me just get through this, and then when I am in shelter, then I can process everything and do what I need to do. What parts of myself am I afraid of having magnified? I'll just share a couple. People who feel they were wronged by me, like their stories being magnified and like lies being sold in the media. Again, all of these, we're getting through them slowly, and we're learning to process it and learning to be more comfortable being perceived like this, and just learning how to react to it in the most positive way possible. I'll see you in day 7.